Rangers were dealt a blow on Thursday night when a potential quadruple became a potential treble, but that wasn't the only blow. The Scottish coefficients also took a nasty hit when Benfica knocked out Rangers, meaning that there's no Scottish teams remaining in Europe this season, and we could still fall below Czech Republic in the UEFA coefficients. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We're going to have a quick look here at the coefficients to see where we stand as a nation, to see what the result against Benfica means for Scotland and how it will affect places going forward next season in Europe. So, heading into the game against Benfica, Scotland held, I believe, almost 550 or 0.550 coefficient points more than Czech Republic. Now, Czech Republic had 3 teams remaining, Scotland only had the 1. We all know Rangers lost, so therefore they didn't gain any points. They did not gain any coefficient points for Scotland. We were on 36.050 before the Benfica game, and we finished the Benfica game on 36.050. Now, Czech Republic came into it on 35.550, and they had 3 teams remaining, with only 4 teams starting in the competition. So that means for every points haul that a Czech Republican team picks up, it gets divided by 4. So when you win, you get 2 points. When you draw, you get 1 point. So if a Czech Republican side wins, that 2 points gets divided by 4. That would give you 0.500. And if they draw, that 1 point gets divided by 4. That gives you 0.25. Now, Victoria Plassen were the team in the Europa Conference League. We'll talk about them in a minute. In the Europa League, you had Sparta Prague and Slavia Prague. Both of them lost, so therefore they didn't pick up any points for Czech Republic, which was good. And they're both eliminated, so they didn't pick up any points. They're both eliminated. They don't get into the next round. Things right here are looking good. So that leaves us with Victoria Plassen, who were taking on Servette. After the 90 minutes, that game finished 0-0. So Victoria Plassen picked up a point due to the draw. You divide that point by 4. It gives them 0.250. You add that to the tally that Czech Republic had, and that takes them from 35.550 to 35.800. Now, had Victoria Plassen lost in extra time, Czech Republic would have had no more teams left in the competition, and Scotland would have been guaranteed to finish 10th, because Czech Republic are the only team that can realistically catch Scotland. However, unfortunately, Victoria Plassen ended up going through in injury time. They actually won on penalties, I believe. So that means that they go into the next round. They are in the next draw, and that gives them another opportunity in another 2-legged tie to pick up more coefficient points. So at the moment, we currently are 0.250 in front of Czech Republic, but a draw gets you 0.250. So if Victoria Plassen can pick up one more draw in Europe, Czech Republic will move level with Scotland in the coefficients. If Victoria Plassen can pick up a win, then Czech Republic will move above Scotland in the coefficients. Now, what does that mean? Right now, let's look at what 10th gets, and let's look at what 11th gets. So in terms of the amount of places handed out and what competitions teams go into, there's no difference. For 10th and 11th, both teams get 5 spots in Europe, 2 in the Champions League, 2 in the Europa League, and 1 in the Europa Conference League. So in terms of the amount of teams in Europe and the competitions that they get entered into, there's no difference. However, the big difference comes regarding the Champions League spots. So as of right now, Scotland are 10th in the coefficients, and whoever wins our domestic league goes straight into the group stage. Now, yes, going forward, the Champions League is changing into a league format, but it remains the same. You still need to qualify for that group phase or league phase, that part of the competition you need to qualify for. Right now, as the 10th best nation in the coefficients. If you win our domestic league, you go straight into it. However, if Scotland drop down to 11th, then winning in the 11th best ranked league, winning that domestic league does not unfortunately put you straight into the league phase or the group phase. You have to do qualifiers. So we've went from having our league winner directly go into the group stage format of the Champions League to now, if we drop below Czech Republic into 11th, our league winners will need to qualify for the next phase of the Champions League, which in the past we've seen Scottish teams struggle to do. So, yeah, that's a pretty big difference, no doubt about it. Now, in terms of dropping from 10th to 11th, it doesn't change the guaranteed spot for the Europa Conference League, which is a good thing, because in the last couple of seasons, the team that either finishes third or wins the Scottish Cup has been guaranteed at least some form of group stage football. And the good news is that doesn't change from dropping to 10th to 11th. So right now, realistically, we can't drop any lower than 10th, or I mean, should I say 11th. So we're at least guaranteed that third spot. Okay, that third team in Europe in group stage competition, we're going to get that for at least another season. But next year, we could be missing out on having a team in the Champions League. Because right now, we're guaranteed at least one team in the Champions League due to the fact they go automatically in and don't need to play qualifiers. But if we drop to 11th, then both the league winner and the league runner-up will need to qualify and make their way into the Champions League group stages. So, yeah, big difference here. We're talking, I mean, they say it's £60 million worth of revenue, so that could make a massive difference. So that is basically how the coefficients stand right now. Victoria Plzen are into the next round of the Europa Conference League. I believe it's the last 8. Hopefully for us, they get a top team, and if they lose their next 2 games, then that is it. Czech Republic will not overtake Scotland. But if they get a result, then Czech Republic will overtake Scotland. So we just need whoever gets Victoria Plzen in the next round, we need them to beat Victoria Plzen in both legs. And if that happens, Scotland will remain in 10th, and we can hopefully gain an advantage over Czech Republic next season. Because Czech Republic this year have had a really good season. They picked up 13.250 coefficient points, but they've been pushing above their normal. You know, you wouldn't really expect Czech Republic to do that good. It's a above average season for them. So hopefully next season the Scottish teams can turn up and get back to winning ways and get us up these coefficient ladders, because we don't want to drop below 10th. You know, we worked so hard to get into the top 10. We want to stay in the top 10, and hopefully we can. Anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Football. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.